all that stuff. Well, my man, it wasn't a fluke. He came to motherfucking play, and I'm uncensored today. I'm fired up because I tried to warn all these Celtics fans. Play off Jimmy.
Jimmy buckets.
47 points. Was it 9 assists, 8 rebounds, 1 turnover, 16 for 29. That's above 50% from the field.
Talk to him.
Dude made his 3-pointers, 2-point range, hitting fadeaways on anybody. Al Horford, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum.
Talk to him.
Come on, man. Jimmy motherfucking Butler looking like Dwayne Wade, looking like Michael Jordan out there. What? And the Boston Celtic fans was like, oh, this is over. Stephen A. Smith, oh, this is over. Draymond Green, oh, this is over. All these people saying it's over. But playoff Jimmy like, do y'all know who I am? Do y'all know what I did in the bubble? People trying to count the bubble out, saying, "Oh, it was a fluke. Oh, playoff. Oh, Jimmy Butler. That was just a bubble." You know what I'm saying? Because you see with what's his Tyler Hero and what he did in the bubble, and the next year he didn't produce the same. Or that one guy from Indiana, I forgot his name. T.J. Warren. That whole beef with Jimmy Butler, he was scoring in the bubble. All that stuff. Well, my man, it wasn't a fluke. He came to motherfucking play, and I'm uncensored today. I'm fired up because I tried to warn all these Celtic fans. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Brian, the Celtic fan, not this Brian, the other Brian, he was concerned. He said it's possible that we can lose, but he was confident
that they was gonna win.
He was confident. I'm like, hold up, man. Listen, you know who this is? All these, man. I don't want to talk too much because I want you to get your opportunity to gloat on this victory for the Miami Heat. How do you feel about the situation?
My prediction was Celtics in 6, I believe. And I've never been more happy to be wrong. Listen, Jimmy Butler answered the call when it was made, taking the team that's been the media's favorite, aka the Boston Celtics, to Game 7. But I got to get out a little jab to a former team that was in the playoffs. KD and Kyrie, y'all couldn't get one game now? Y'all couldn't get one game? One game? Jimmy taking them to 7? You couldn't get one game?
Jimmy out playing Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Giannis took him to 7 without Chris Middleton.
What? KD couldn't score no
fully healthy? Y'all couldn't get one game?
Like, come on. You see what Jimmy Butler got? Max Strus, Gabe Vincent. Who? Like what? Duncan Robinson barely getting any PT to do this cook
Bam
food.
Adebayo playing scary.
Come on, man. Come on. PJ Tucker on his last legs. Like, Jimmy Butler basically on his own on offense. He creating on his own. Tyler Hero not even playing.
Kyle Lowry selling.
Oh, but Kyle Lowry, he played well that game. He had 10 assists, made big shots. When the game was looking like it was going Celtics' favor, he was making the 3-point shots. That's
why he fouled out.
That is true, but he still had 16 points, 10 assists. That's a good line. That's what they need from Kyle Lowry, and they finally got it in the biggest game of the year. I'm not gonna lie. Where does this rank, I would say, in terms of like one of the clutchest games that you've seen? Because obviously LeBron James Game 6, 10 years ago in Boston, that has to be up there, like probably top 10. I would say in 2000,
Game
2010.
6 Clay against the
Thunder. So like I'll go like the past 20 years, because if we do like past 50, it'll take a long time. So in terms of Jimmy Butler's performance, where would you rank it all time? Let's say if the Heat were to go to the finals this year.
It would be pretty high because, like, y'all got to understand, the Celtics won 2 in a row.
Yep.
Both home and at Miami.
Yep.
And the Heat had all the pressure on them. And they went into a hostile crowd environment against a hot team And Jimmy Butler said, man, I'm going to put the team on my back. Like that video Duke Cuz made over a decade ago about the Greg Jennings. I got to put the team on my back. That's what Jimmy Butler was watching that. And he was watching LeBron James Game 6 performance all up until the game. I'm pretty sure he watched them videos 100 times on repeat because he got to get into that mindset. He has the dog in him. And I apologize for putting him on the fraud watch list because apparently I didn't know ball about the Miami Heat. They've been pushing my narratives. They've been killing them. I've been saying I don't believe in them. I don't believe in them. They not this, and they've been saying, man, I don't know what this guy talking about. But hey, they've been killing my narratives all playoffs. Well, honestly, not really. But yeah, Jimmy Butler is definitely off the fraud watch. I give the man his respect. He is definitely on the upper end of players in the league.
He's that dude, top 15, no question about it.
Easily.
I've never seen it's Jimmy Butler.
But hold on, one thing. People was he dropped 9 points back-to-back games and then dropped 47. What else is he supposed to do? That's how you follow up. That's what people do. You drop 9 points and then now. What, you want him to just think it up again?
Right.
He stepped up to the plate. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Did his thing.
Well,
did
what
he
you
needed
talking
to
about?
do.
If he would have went out and dropped a stinker and got blown on, y'all would have let them jokes fly. Yeah. But now that people praising him because he dropped nearly 50 in an elimination game, now y'all would have but it don't matter what the last 2 games was. We talk about now.
Jimmy Butler must have been watching that Dwayne Wade pregame hype video that I sort of retweeted on there. It was like, we fight, let's go! Like, yeah. It was that time. He was on demon time all night. And you saw all them Celtics fans in disbelief. It was so quiet in there. You could hear a pen drop. It was that bad, baby.
They thought they was walking out of here all happy, walking out of there. Like, we in the fun. No, not yet.
Bro, I knew Jimmy Butler was going to have a virtuoso performance because I saw in the first quarter, he was like 3 for 3. I'm like, oh, snap.
Those nights.
It's his night. I'm like 3 for 3, and then Miami hitting shots. I'm like, oh, yeah, Strus hitting shots. Oladipo hitting shots. Kyle Lowry hitting like 35-foot 3-point shots contested. I'm like, oh, yeah, they got this.
And not only did he have to beat the Celtics at home, he had to beat the crowd and the refs.
Oh,
and
my
Bam
God.
Adebayo selling for a whole half.
Them refs, bro, they were bad. Both sides,
yeah.
Really, both sides. And like, it was terrible. Oh my God, that was
like the refs, like the game where the Warriors closed out the Mavs. The refs were pretty much non-existent.
Yeah,
Scott Foster didn't really do much of anything. And everybody was like, oh, Scott Foster, the extender. He's the extender. And I was like, I said, put your house down on the Warriors because they not going to fool me.
I ain't going to lie. This Heat game would have been a great game to bet. Oh, man. If our governor, if Larry Hogan didn't like... You should have went to the MGM and just bet. Bro, this would have been the perfect game to bet because all of the money was going towards the Celtics, and you would have made a good killing if you would have bet.
If you
would
have just bet the Heat straight bet money line, you probably would have.
Bro, man, I would have definitely bet the Heat because I already was confident in Jimmy Butler. I was getting hyped. I was like, bro, Jimmy is going to come out here. I don't care what anybody says.
I seen a FanDuel slip on Twitter. Dude made a three parlay. Parlay. It was Jimmy Butler 30+ points, Jimmy Butler 3+ threes, and then I think he had Jimmy Butler like 8 assists or 6+ assists. I said, how in the world did you know he was going to do that?
Yo,
these dudes is time travelers,
because
man.
Jimmy Butler, if you remember in the bubble, dude was getting like triple doubles, like 35-point triple double. Like he's a complete basketball player. Like he's not just one dimensional like a Donovan Mitchell.
He beating the allegations
or Bradley Beal. I know you have your slander about Bradley Beal. But anywho, where was Jason Tatum in the second half?
I was just about to hit on that.
Where was Jaylen Brown in the second half? Derek White,
especially
was
the fourth quarter. Jason
White?
Tatum took one shot in the fourth quarter and had like 6 turnovers.
Ooh,
Not my superstar. He ain't no superstar in my book.
Yeah, that was the thing because he kept turning the ball over. Jaylen Brown, you need to work on your
Jaylen
handle.
Brown. Jaylen Brown might have the IQ of a freaking tomato. He down 4 points, fast break. He tries to dunk on Oladipo and end up drawing a charge. I said, this dude here, man, why not do a Euro step? Why not take the transition three, even though that's a lower percentage shot, but it's better than a turnover? So I don't know.
Bro,
it was just a collapse.
Dude need to work on his handles. He need to work with what's that one guy on Instagram? I forgot his name. But he need to work with him. The guy who worked with Anthony Davis and DeMar DeRozan. I forgot his name.
Bam dribbles better than freaking Jaylen Brown.
Bro, he kept getting stripped, turning the ball over. I'm like, what is going on? You were all-star level player. How you getting stripped like this? You a small forward. You a wing player. What is going on? Like, dude just need to work on his handles in the summer. Like, it's getting ridiculous. And Jimmy Butler kept taking advantage of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown's mishaps. And also Bam Adebayo and the rest of the guys because they were just making boneheaded mistakes. Grant Williams had a donut. Dude did absolutely nothing, getting cooked by Jimmy Butler.
Getting cardio out there.
Bro, like, dude, like, hit him with a hard foul. Like, that's all you can do. Hard fouls. That's it. Because anything else, he was a liability. And Al Horford, oh, my God. So, Brian, oh, man. Celtic fans was like, take his ass out the game after 5 minutes. I'm like, damn, after 5 minutes? Like, it's that bad? That's how you know the game was
Derek White had a fake performance.
Yeah, that was virtuoso.
Some foolishness.
That was a.
I was like, when you start hooping like this?
Exactly. I was like, what's he on right now? Like, dude is going back and forth with. He's going back and forth with Jimmy Butler. I'm like, yo,
like they going bucket for bucket. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, that wasn't going to last. And yeah, Jimmy Butler, he gave it to he just cooking literally everybody on the Boston Celtics starting roster. He was cooking. Except Robert Williams, because Robert Williams, he's a shot blocker and he's pretty good. But everybody else, Marcus Smart, like I said, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Grant Williams, Peyton Pritchard. It doesn't matter who it was, they were getting cooked. And Emeka Udoka, I guess because he just believes in his guys' defense, didn't want to double team Jimmy Butler at all, especially since he's the only guy that you can really trust. I get it. You guys are the best defense, arguably the best defense in the NBA. But when a guy is cooking you like that and he's done it before, a la the 2020 bubble, I'm doubling Jimmy Butler. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Like, you got to do that. So it just didn't make any sense right there. I thought they should have played maybe some zone or double, again, trap him a little bit, maybe in the pick and roll or whatever, or maybe when he's in the post area, when he's about to do like a fadeaway or something. That's just me, but I don't know. How you feel about the adjustments, non-adjustments by the Boston Celtics?
Keep up the good work. Do that for do nothing game 7. Matter of fact, I want y'all to play the end of the bench for the whole game. Just give up. Please give up. Because no one wants to see y'all in the finals.
It's so funny. Like, we both picked Boston, but this is probably actually this is my second time because I wanted Boston to lose against Milwaukee, but I picked Boston again. So I really don't want my pick to be right.
I don't either.
And usually I want my picks to be right, but this time
I will sacrifice the record and credibility for the greater good of the sport.
Yes, and oh man, if the Boston Celtics lose this series, it will be a colossal collapse like never before. I was talking to Boston fans. I'll say, okay, where does this loss rank in terms of like the worst losses you ever experienced as a Celtics fan? They said this is number 1. They said, if we lose the series, this is worse than LeBron James Game 7, 2018, LeBron James Game 6, 2013. Yeah, I was like, wow, like, seriously? He's like, yeah, because we didn't have no expectations. We have expectations this year. And I'm like, man, that Game 7 in 2018, that was a heartbreaker. I don't know. And Brian, the Celtics fan, he was like, yeah, the first time I've ever wanted to reach across the screen and just punch LeBron in the face when he just pumped his chest after he did the and-1. I was like, whoa. I'm like, that's out of character for you. I did not know that's how you feel. But yeah, this was the worst loss for me.
And you know what's funny? Because it was like a day before the game last night, the Celtics posted a video of a fan that attended the Game 6 game like in 2011 or whatever.
Dude, it was 13 because it was when they remember game
No, that
5.
was the series where LeBron went off in Game 6.
Yeah, that was that's 2012.
Yeah.
2012.
So a fan attended the Game 5 in Miami when they won, and then he attended the Game 5 this year. And the Celtics fans was in the comments like, delete this. You don't remember. They was like, we lost this series. Delete it. And the history repeated itself. Literally, Game 6, Jimmy Butler went off for 47 at Boston and took the dub. I said, if the Heat win this series, that's going to be an all-time bad, one of the worst social media posts in the history of sports.
Cold takes Twitter.
Like every Celtics fan was like, please delete this. And it was like, no.
Yes.
And the history repeated itself. I said, wow.
Yeah.
You cannot draw this up.
Just an amazing game. I'm glad we finally got a close game.
Interesting conference finals.
Bro, because the last we were gonna do an episode when I was like, you know what? Let's not do an episode because I was like, what are we gonna talk about? Because these are two blowouts. Yeah, like the Warriors, but it's just boring to me. Like, I'm not trying to. What are we gonna say? Like, there's not much to really say when it comes to
Luka
the
hit shots and still lost, but it wasn't really much.
Yeah, it wasn't really much to say. So I'm glad we waited because now we get to talk about this game and stuff. But yeah, that was just an amazing game. I can't wait for Game 7.
I put my life in these sentences. Fucking right, it's either that or life sentences. I'm relatives with Benjamin. I used to give a